Hello world, today I'm gonna be making my own apartment in a speed build, and honestly I was super excited. I've been wanting to do this ever since I put it on the Xbox, but I just never got down to doing it, I guess. And now I'm planning to do kind of like a sim my life type of thing, like the draw my life, but I'm gonna do it with Sims. So that's coming in the future, and I just thought I would make my apartment now because I was super excited and I couldn't wait. And I'm also gonna make my mom's house and then my mother-in-law's house as well, because those are all houses that I have lived in, and then I lived in a couple apartments. Anyways, but I'm getting off track. That's gonna have to wait until I actually do that series. For now, this is just my little apartment. It is not the nicest, nothing fancy, obviously, and it's pretty small. It's just me and my fiance that live here at the moment. So yeah, we don't need much space. We do have a lot of stuff though, that's for sure. So right now I'm making the little kitchen. I was surprised to find the cabinets that actually look almost exactly the same color, same style with the same little handles, except for the white part on top. It's not really white, it's more of a beige, but I mean this was the closest to it and it looks pretty good. The stove, we actually have an electric stove that looks honestly exactly like this one, so I was surprised to find that. The fridge, honestly, when I was building that, I was getting like the cozy feels, like I felt like so at home because it is my home. For the table, I know there's some other ones that have the little strip thingy down the middle, because I actually have one on my table, but it's white, and all the ones that had the little strip were kind of crazy in the game, so I just decided to go without it. The chairs are exactly alike, and on the other side I do have a matching bench, a wooden matching bench that matches the table. It came with it, and this was the closest I could find to it. And the little half wall actually looks, like, no lie, exactly like this, except for the top. It's more of a like a creamy color. It matches the little countertops, but what can I do? That was the closest I can do. The TV actually stands on the little table, but for the sake of this video, to put on the decorations, I had to just stick it to the wall. The lamp is exactly the same. The little table is kind of similar but not the same. The other one has more like cubicles in there, and we have different gaming consoles in there. And as for the couch, I have this little IKEA couch that has kind of like the L shape, so I had a little trouble trying to replicate it, but I ended up finding the little ottomans that I just put two together, and it looks pretty close to it, so I end up going with that. We can just pretend that it's all part of the couch. We do have the glass door. It's a sliding glass door though. This one kind of opens in the middle, but again, this was the closest I could find. Right here in this corner, my fiance has two IKEA glass shelves that he puts his little figures, anime figures in. So again, I couldn't find anything, so I ended up using those little cubicles for him. We do have some shelves in the living room. We have 3 shelves. We have 6 shelves total in the house, but we had to kind of split them in different rooms because they wouldn't all fit in one room like we used to have. We used to have a library. We know one room was the whole library, and now we don't have space for that, so we had to make do with what we have right now. And we don't have any boxes like that. They really are full of books, like top to bottom, and not just books, like manga to be precise, all different kinds of manga books. And yeah, I have this little cabinet here. It's kind of like out of place. I think it's supposed to be like a linen closet, but I use it for kind of like the grocery little pantry because there's no space in the kitchen. We have the door right off the table, and the little white table is actually an IKEA like table basket thing, but they didn't have a basket table, so that was the closest I could find. It's not a glass table though. Here, it's very annoying because the bathroom door and like the door that leads out to the living room are like literally right next to each other, so that does get kind of annoying, but it's just a year that we're gonna be living here, so we can make do for now. And right there I have like this little cart that I got from Michael's, which I keep all of like my crafting stuff in, but I couldn't find anything similar to it, so I do end up changing it though. So I had to make more space here to fit in the closet, so I ended up putting 2 of those little cabinets, but in real life I only have 1. But for the sake of this video, we had to put 2. I ended up deleting one of the shelves because I do have a bamboo plant there. I just remembered. So I put it in there. Here's where I changed it. And I'm putting 2 desks because we have an IKEA desk, which the other side kind of like pulls out of the bottom. So it does have the little L shape that I kind of created here with the 2 tables. We do have a blue computer. Well, not a blue computer. It has blue LED lights. And the chair is pretty much similar. We have a TV there. We have this little calendar. It's not really a chalkboard, it's more of a whiteboard, but this is the closest I could find. And then on the bottom of that, we usually put flyers to like future events that are coming up and we don't want to miss. So that's why I kind of put these little pictures there. We have a white bed, which actually has like bars, like metal bars, closer to like the little one that I use here, but they don't have that in big versions, so I just end up going with just the white sheets because we do have white sheets. And then there's a window behind the bed, which I had trouble putting in because the room wasn't like even enough. You know, the exact window is there, but I can't put it in because there's not enough space, so I just end up putting something similar again, you know, for the sake of this video. So see, you can see me struggling because that's the exact window, but it's not centered well enough, so I have to replace it. Again, this is where we put the rest of the shelves. And then next to my bed, I do have that little IKEA Raskog cart where I keep all my makeup. The bathroom, like I said, is right in the room. The mirrors are pretty big, even though it only has like 2 cabinets, but they're huge. The little sink, you know, typical toilet, typical bathroom stuff, nothing special. The shower, honestly, it looks like this because it is like a bathroom, like a shower, bathtub type of thing combo. And I end up making it smaller because it really is just this big. And the little toilet paper actually goes on the cabinet, but I couldn't do that, so I just put it on the wall, you know, again, for the sake of the video. And I had kind of difficulty with the shower curtain because my shower curtain is white, then it like fades to pink and gold. This is the closest I could find. Oh, of course the walls are not green. And I do have a little carpet. I have my little close camper thing right there, which I kind of had to put in the middle because it wouldn't go against the wall. I do have the pink towel. I have a painting that I framed that I made myself. And then what else? Oh, I do have the shelves on top of the toilet like that. I had my dad install them because I thought it looked super plain and ugly. So just trying to make it, you know, prettier. And they're not this big. I end up, you know, making them smaller and just scooting the wall smaller to kind of like fit the restroom better. And on top of the shelves, I just have random things. I end up replacing the toilet to one that looks more like my toilet. And I just have like candles and plants, and I do have a little basket that has like face towels. So when I wash my face, I just grab one of those towels and, you know, use it on my face. And I tried to replicate that on this video, but it wouldn't work. You're gonna see me struggling there in a second. So I'm just moving everything, shifting everything so that I can make the bathroom a little smaller. Here I am just painting the walls, you know, they're white, and we do have those 2 like ugly brown walls. I don't know why they went with brown, but they did, so that's what we have to deal with. And the floors are wooden floors in the bathroom and the kitchen, and there's also like a little square by the door that has, you know, the wooden floor. The rest is just like, you know, the basic ugly brown carpet that most apartments have, which I hate it. I hate carpet, honestly. I wish everything was wooden floor or just a tile. It's a lot cleaner, look more sanitary, but you know, whatever. Again, we're just here for a year, so we'll be fine. But I really do hate it. I hate carpet. The bathroom does have little lights like that at the top. Here I actually have like a rotating like, not really a makeup organizer, but I have like my beauty products like my face wash and my toner and all that stuff on there. So there's no rotating stuff, so I just ended up using this little tray. I do have a little pink towel that hangs right there as well, and then I have this ugly box behind the door. Oh, but behind the door I have my my towel rack, which holds more than just, you know, my bathrobe. It holds my towels and stuff. That ugly box is actually, you know, all the switches for the lights at the apartment. Like, you don't turn on the light, you know, when the lights go off, that's where you go and flip the switch for them to work. And again, here I am struggling to put stuff at the shelves. And honestly, none of this is accurate. I was just trying to fit, you know, whatever fits at this point. But yeah, none of it is accurate. I have a candle, I have a little statue, I have, like I said, the little basket, and yeah, like I said, none of it is accurate. I also have a candle and like a little flower pot on top of my toilet, but I was not able to recreate that in the video, so toilet gets nothing. I did try, but it just wouldn't work. So back to the room, I do have like a little box. It's not really much of a box. It's like a little tray thing that holds my Copic markers, and I do have a little, it's a little Totoro pencil holder with all my little cute pens on there. And the computer actually has well, this is my Xbox. Let's pretend this is my Xbox. It really does sit there, and I put a different game console and I turn it blue because the computer monitor actually goes on that side. It's not really behind the computer. And then I have a printer, which I replaced with that white thing, whatever it was. The carpet, which actually looks pretty similar to mine. It goes right there at the foot. My fiance has a little painting that I made for him on that side. And on my side, I have Polaroid pictures with little fairy lights and like dainty necklaces that hang from the wall. So I try to recreate that as well. We do have those kind of blinds in the room. Unfortunately, they're ugly, but you know, whatever. And then, like I said, this little cart holds my makeup, so I do put some makeup under, and on the bottom I put hair products because I really do have hair products down there, like my straightener and my hairbrush and all that stuff. It goes there. Not pretty, but again, it's, you know, we're tight on space, so we have to make the best of it. Here I'm putting the little Polaroids, and I move them up, and I know I put some little, like the sandal lights, just pretend that those are necklaces because they really do go there. And again, the kitchen, I have a little toaster on this side, I have a plant right there, and then my little napkin holder thing, paper towels, yeah, not napkins, anyways. I do have a knife set that looks very similar to that, but they're silver instead of black, but the container is the same. And then we have a microwave, which is smaller, so I do shrink it. And we have the dishwasher, so I end up putting like an extra shelf because it doesn't show from the side, just to hide that. And I do have a tray that is similar to this, and it's not always sitting there. You know, I put it away under the, you know, and I hide it from sight, but for, you know, just for decoration, I put it out here for the video. I don't have a blue soap container. It's clear actually, but the soap inside of it is blue. That's why I added that. The basket holds my little dish towels, I guess. Yeah, I use them to dry the dishes. And we do have a very like ugly light chandelier thing that hangs on top of the table. I do have like a Triforce, you know, from Zelda shaped, like a triangle shaped shelf, but I obviously didn't have that in the Sims, so I just went with like these different ones and I put little plants on them. I have a one-piece painting that I made myself hanging from there, which, you know, obviously I don't have, so I just put it there. I do have this puff. I have like little trinkets up here, you know, that roses that I got for our anniversary, and, you know, picture of ourselves, some candles and a plant. So those are all basic stuff. The potato sacks in the bag, I don't really have any potatoes there. We drink a lot of water, you know, both of us. So I go to Costco and I buy, you know, like the big things of water, the cranks of water. So that's where they go. Again, they don't look pretty, but we don't have space. So yeah, we just have to make do. Actually, every compartment of here, it has like cubicles, like I said. It holds different consoles like the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Switch, different things, but I can't do that, so I just put a little game console on the top. I do have a cactus there. Obviously, it's not like this one. It's different, but, you know, I'm using what I have. And I do have a cat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Ghibli. I have a Gigi little statue there, which with the plant next to it, not really on it, but I'll replace that later and make it look a little more accurate. Again, like I said, the shelves hold my fiance's anime figures, so it was awesome that they have these, so I just filled it up with that. And obviously they're much cooler looking than these. My little white table holds a little golden lady statue, but again, didn't have that, so I just used the little bunny here. And I have a little bonsai tree on top of it, so I put that on there as well. I have to use the big one, and then I just shrink it down to look more accurate. So here's where I replaced it. It looks more accurate as well, because the Gigi really is sitting like that. And I put the little plant next to it. And I do have an orchid, a white orchid in a like a white vase on the table. So I just went with whatever looked, you know, prettier here, which is this one. I tried different ones, but I ended up staying with that one. And then the little salt and pepper shaker that I add as well. And on top of the shelves, we collect pops as well, you know, the pop figurines. So we have the top of the shelves filled with pops. Again, this is what looked better, the little figures, so that's what I went with. So that was it for the inside. Now I'm just making the outside look more like the apartment complex. I'm just filling in the space, and then I think I do the balcony next. Yes, this is me building the little balcony that we have. It's very small, honestly, but I mean, it's fine. At least we have some contact with the outside if we wanted to. I'm painting it the little creamy color that it really is. Finding the fence was hard. I ended up going with one that looks very, very similar, but I feel like it's a little high. But I mean, again, whatever. It looks good, so it's fine. And then the floors are wooden as well, but it's like a different kind of wood. They have like, it's like wood, but it has like little spaces, so you can see like down into the other person's balcony, which kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. We do have a little storage unit outside as well, so I also built that. I almost forgot about it, honestly. I do keep my little broom and like little dustpan right there. This is me with the little wooden floor, and I add the light, which honestly, it looks exactly the same, surprisingly. And then I do have two little chairs with the little glass table outside. I do have some succulents on top of the table, and then I do have a little, I guess like a little plant shelf. Oh yeah, I do have, the rug looks almost exactly the same. Yeah, I have the succulents, and then I have, yes, it looks exactly like that. Well, kind of like that. It's more of like a quarter piece, and I have a snake plant on top, so that's why I added. I have another little bonsai tree, but this one's real. The one in this living room is fake. This one's real, so I have to keep this one outside. So I just ended up putting this one because the other one looked kind of weird. I used the same one. And yeah, this one actually died on me because I had it on the kitchen table, so it like completely, all the leaves fell out. So I put it outside. I've been watering it, and it's actually growing again. It's like halfway there, so I'm really happy about that. And then we do have some little lanterns that we hang from there. So I was surprising of how much stuff they actually have in here, like that I was, you know, like perfectly able to recreate it, like almost, you know, 100%. It's crazy. So over here, I'm just making the other balconies, and I made my, you know, my floor, the top floor, because we really are like that. There are 3 floors. We're the top floor, so I just thought it, you know, it'd be more accurate. I did think of making it in the city living, but I just didn't like how, you know, it wasn't gonna look right. I tried it, but no, it wasn't gonna look right, so I just made it here. So I'm just making it, you know, look more like the apartment complexes. The stairs look weird. I didn't really know what to do with them because, I mean, they are there, but then they kind of like cut off because there's supposed to be, you know, another building there. So yeah, I just did my best with the stairs. They look weird, but it gets the job done. I wasn't gonna make a whole nother building just, you know, for the sake of it. And the roof is honestly pretty basic. Just the basic pointy house roof. Nothing special. And then they do have this little, like, it's not a chimney. I don't know what it is, but it's there, so I made it as well. I think some of the bigger apartments do have it, and it's just for looks in our building because we don't have it, but the, you know, the bigger ones do. So I don't know, I just made it because it's there, and it really is, like, you know, like this color brick, like off white, like run down brick, which is again perfect. And the bottom is all like parking lot And we do have a little play area for kids, like right behind our building. So I don't know, maybe if for the playthrough I'll decide to add that as well. So here are the screenshots. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!